First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Detroit Lions. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
That's it, baby. We're going to work. We're going to sign. Mike 51. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
On first down, Darnold. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the run, watch the run. Bring it, guys. Mike 51, Mike 51. All day.
Now Darnold. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now it's Darnold. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
We're going to sign. 51 to Mike. I'm scared. Watch tight end. Out. 3 down. Out. Kill.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Go sign. 40's Mike. 40's a Mike. I'm coming. Lady.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and that'll bring up second down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To the air again, Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Throwing again is Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55.
12, fellas, here we go.
57's the mic. Watch.
Hey, exit. Sit hot.
On first down, Garoppolo. James has got it. Complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Protein spill.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Bryce Love, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Giants take over the first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
That's it, baby. That's it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Darnold now to throw. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards and a Giant first down. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. That's taken in by Callaway. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Greystone, travel. Let's go.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Strip that ball. Check 3, check 3.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We go set.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Let's go, dude. Tighten up.
A first down throw, Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. To throw is Darnold. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey, let go.
Darnold. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And Rosas puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
11 yards there and a Lion first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
I got you.
Tell me what you got. What you got?
Hey, alert!
Give me something. Here we go.
Hey, hot!
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. A big play there for Detroit. 57 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Bravo!
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. This will be caught just inside the 10. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Going to give it to Love. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Bryce Love with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on first and 10. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Ricky.
On first down, it's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He wasn't ready.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10.
Check.
And Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Ready? 51 the mic. All day, dog.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And this is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Go!
Watch the whip.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Giants. Antonio Callaway, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here we go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check 50. Check 50.
They'll run again with Love on first down. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
11.
57 Mike.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. Little short pass to James. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Watch the slant.
To throw is Garoppolo. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A run for Nick Chubb, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. We got three, fellas. We got three.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Antonio Callaway with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 21-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
11 yards there and a Lion first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He'll get this one to Galladay. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go. 180.
50 seconds, come on.
Flag.
Let's go.
On second down, it's Love. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down.
You don't want none.
21.
54.
5.
Here we go, G. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Now Garoppolo. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants 16.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half.
He's got a man complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Here we go.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, here's Love. Let's run it. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Bryce Love, 48 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game being on second half no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike 51, Mike 51. I want that. Give me that ball, defense.
Here's Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the lady. 36, 36. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Now Darnold. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Deshaun Hand able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
My 40, my 40.
Hey, whoa, lady.
Come in my world. Check 31.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
65.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for the Lions. 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Rip right.
12.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
65.
The They'll run on first down. Love. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey, box truck.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Yeah.
And again, it's Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Hey, orbit.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
54. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine.
White.
You're all mine. No.
Here's Love. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Two.
Under 10.
61. Matchbox lights. Lock.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
80 weapon.
Deuce. Check. Lucky. Switch. Back.
11.
Hey, watch the ship.
It'll be Love to try and get to first.
Go.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! 11, 13, 13. Hey, Haywood!
Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming out.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he will score! Touchdown, Lions! A 13-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 16-yard line.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Danny.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
We go set.
Hey, no, switch the mic right here. We go Mike 40, Mike 40. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming.
Oh, lady.
Check.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
We go set.
40's Mike. 40's the Mike. 40's the Mike. Watch the out.
Darnold from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Lions... Excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180!
54, Mike 54. I got you, punk.
On 1st down, it's Love. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Here's Love again. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the carry, it's Love. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch 54. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Check 26. Check 26.
On 2nd down, Love. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team.
It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35. The Giants going to go. And use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, 40's Mike, right there. 40's Mike.
To throw is Darnold. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Darnold to throw again. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. One last throw now for Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first.